best angle of me. But let's put you over here. Actually, there we go. There we go. Okay. So I have the Mets on in front of me, and I have the Cubs up there. Big deals. Big implications. Marlins have to lose for the Cubs to be tied if the Cubs lose, right? If the Cubs win and the Marlins lose, Cubs get a 1-game lead, which is humongous with only 3 games left after this. Cubs were down 5-1 most of the game. But just recently, the Cubs have rallied to make it 5-2. Top of the 7th. Yan Gomes up to hit. Okay, computer plugged in. You guys plugged in. Need better angle. Better angle me. Let me go turn off that fan because it's annoying and loud. I'm a mess, guys. I'm a mess. But welcome. Alright. Okay. So, what it looks like to me... Okay, Mets winning. That's good. We like that. Cubs down 5-2, 1 out in the 7th. We're going to share this with people. Get this going. Get this broadcast out to people. Okay. Sent this to the homies. We got a Reese's Cups to enjoy. You're not you and you're not eating a Reese's. We have a Mountain Dew to drink. Thirsty. Hot. I just want to turn that fan off because it's so loud. I don't like the audio with that fan on. But we got dual coverage here. Cubs playing Braves. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Down 3. Mets on top of the Marlins by 1. Going into the 8th inning. Hi. Hey, Chloe. I love you. Chloe entered. It was so amazing. I actually get to see her comment this time. Last time she was very angry. Said, you're not even saying hi to me. And it's like, it hid your comment. So, I'm glad we got to see the comment this time. But, I'm eating on a Reese's. We're eating on Fruit by the Foot. This is really fun. This is a really good day. I love you too. But look. We, probably just cracked 1,000 on the shorts we just uploaded. I don't know, I didn't check it recently. And I'm not going to because I'm watching Mets, Marlins, and Cubs, Braves. Both games simultaneously being commentated for your enjoyment. Marlins, top of the 9th. If they get shut out, they lose. Meaning Cubs can lose and it's okay. I'm getting Buffalo Wild Wings. Chloe is so lucky. I didn't get none of that. That's so crazy, though. That's kind of crazy. Don't you think that's kind of crazy? You didn't think maybe Luke on the Buffalo Wild Wings? No, I get it. I get it. Base hit for the Marlins. They got a guy on first. Miles Mastrobuoni just struck out. 1 out away from ending the 7th of the Cubs hitters. Thanks to Ryan. Dang, I wish I would have waited. He probably would have gotten me some too, I bet. But that's still good. Good deal, you know. Screw Ryan. That was his favorite team basically knocked the Cubs to where they are right now, where they need all this help. Hanging on for dear life. Guy on first. Mets just need to get 3 outs, and then the Marlins will be put away. But there's a guy on first. That's their tie run. Game-leading run is at the plate. He tried to bunt. No bunt. Tauchman up to bat in the Cubs game. Top of the 7th, 2 outs. a run would be huge here for the Cubs if they could make it a 2-run game in the eighth, by the 8th. But heck, if they can score anything in the 7th or 8th, make it a 2-run game in the 9th is really big. Cubs can rally. Tauchman swings and straight up misses, whiffs. Oh my. Meanwhile, I feel bad because you have no one on here. Chloe, knock it off. And invite people. Share it with people. And I'm going to commentate like there's tons of people watching. This is my passion, Chloe. So you got to know that, okay? Also, people watch the stream replays of this. So, for example, I got like 9 concurrent viewers on my last live stream, but it got 12 views overall. So 3 people went and watched the stream over again, even though it's an hour long. They at least tuned in and wanted to see it. So I commentate like everyone's watching. Big studio. All right, Tauchman, 2-2 pitch coming. Ball down and away, 3-2 count. Who's shocked about that? Tauchman and 3-2 counts go like anything. I want to go. Bye, I love you. Bye, I love you. That's fine. I'm still going to be here commentating. All right, Cubby fans, baseball fans, whoever. This is it right here. Gotta lock in. Tauchman thought it was a ball. He was going to talk to the ump. Ump says it's a strike. Giving him reasons. Tauchman not liking it, but he's just going to walk back. Call to the pen. Mets. Just called a guy to the pen. So they're going to have a guy pitching with one guy on base. 1 out. 1 out. Oh, thanks, Chloe. Go roll. I love Reese's, man. Whoever invented Reese's cups, thank you. I mean, it's such an easy concept, you know what I mean? I forgot my drink at Chloe's. That's why I'm drinking Mountain Dew. I might get a glass of milk later. Real. Guys, big day in baseball. Tomorrow, we will have Cubs versus Brewers. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All Cubs versus Brewers. It's a night game, and then Sunday is a day game, 3:10 p.m., which will be in basically the start of the 4th quarter, or already the end of the 3rd for the Colts game. So I will not be watching the beginning of that game, but I will probably be on here to commentate those first 2 Brewers games, the end of them, and then whatever I can of that last game. Last game could be decisive. It could determine everything. You know what I mean? I didn't know I had that. That's interesting. Okay. Anthony Kay comes up to pitch for the Mets. Interesting. This season he played with Chicago and Mets, yeah. Anthony Kay was a pitcher with the Cubs. So it would be fun to see him maybe help the Cubs out a little bit here if he can get Jazz Chisholm out on a double play. Double play ends the game. Chisholm's on my MLB fantasy team. We do not care about my MLB fantasy team right now. We're down by like 40 in it, and there's 3 days left. I can make up the difference or not. I do not care. My biggest concern is the Cubs making it to the playoffs. And again, I made it to my fantasy championship in baseball. That's a big enough dub on its own. 3 balls, no strikes. That's going to be a strike. Wisniewski pitching here in the 7th. This has been basically an all bullpen game for the Cubs. Josh Chisholm versus righties is absolutely deadly. Versus lefties, not so much. That's a walk to Ozzy Albies. They throw to De La Cruz. He's safe. Here we go. Oh, look, they're showing live what happened. They're showing that the Mets got the lead. How beautiful is that? Mets helping out the Cubbies. I mean, that's what we like to see here. There is a bad wild pitch. Data Cruz up to second. A single, hard hit single will tie the game. Marlins Mets. Big mess up by the Mets. Huge mess up by the Mets. Oh man. Wow. Okay. Oh my. Through right at Chisholm's head, really. My goodness. 3-1 count on Jazz. He's going to get the green light. This could be really bad for the Mets. Meanwhile, Braves, 0 outs, righty up to bat. Man on first. Righty, pop fly. Way up. Horner settles under it, catches it. Throws to Dansby. Okay. 1 out in the inning. Hard not to look ahead to the Brewer series. A series where you're playing your divisional rival, the team that you were competing with all year for that division crown. Cubs came out of nowhere, and now they need the biggest battles to be won in their favor in the final series. Probably needing to win 2 of 3, because the way the Marlins and Cubs winning, it looks like whoever can win a series will get that last playoff spot. Wesneski straight in the box. Beautiful pitch to Olsen, the man who homered a 2-run homer in the very first inning off of Stroman and really got the party started for the Braves. Cubs were up 1-0 before that. I do want to mention Cubs had a lead in all 3 games against the Braves. And they've given them all of them up. That is a huge hit, Chisholm. That's at least a double. It's a stand-up double for Jazz. Tied the game. Jazz is lit up at second base. Game-tying RBI double. And now he's the game-leading run in the top of the 9th. Again, if K can get out of this, the Mets do get a chance to go and win it in the bottom. I mean, that's a low ball, down and away. Jazz just made an amazing play on it. That's part of the reason he was on my... I mean, he is on my fantasy, though. He's a great ball player, has great instincts, and I just love him as a person. He was on MLB Network Live after a game one time, and he was really cool. Really cool. Oh, my. Let's set y'all up here. Yeah, he held his bat almost all the way. Then bat flipped it at first and jogged to second. I mean, the energy this guy plays with reminds me a lot of Morel. Reason Morel is my favorite player in baseball, so pretty cool to see. Howdy, James. What a game we got here. We got a 5-2 ball game in the Cubs game. We got a 1-1 ball game, Mets Marlins, which you're like, why are you watching that? Rooting on the Mets. This is playoffs. This is just playoff implications right here. We need the Mets to win. We need the Mets to win, beat the Marlins. So then, if the Cubs lose, it doesn't matter. Or, if the Marlins do win, we need the Cubs absolutely come back. That is a strikeout of Olsen. Strikeout looking beautiful. 2 outs here for the Cubbies. But the Cubbies need to turn into the W's tonight and get a win. Oh my. There we go. 2 outs. Bottom 7. Marlins, top 9, 1-2. Count, Gurriel. Inside, 2-2. Very interesting game here. Cubs, 2 outs on Ozuna. Wesneski takes a long time. Fires really fast. He does not swing. 0-2. Sorry, 2-0. I'm out of it today, man. 2-0. That is ripped. Liner. Going to second. Oh. That's a score. Jazz scored on a hard hit single. Mets now are losing 2-1. Chisholm got home. I mean, he's one of the fastest guys in the bigs. Didn't even have to be a hard single. So that's not good for the Cubs at all. We need a rally. 2-1 count on Ozuna now. We need the Cubs to come out and score 1 or 2 runs in the 8th. And then, obviously, whatever the leftovers is to tie it in the 9th. Very hard ballpark to play in Atlanta. I mean, Jazz even had time to almost go all the way back to second, and he still flew around and scored. His helmet was coming off as he's running third. That's how fast he's running. Amazing ball player. I mean, I just got to give respect where it's due. Mets do have a chance. That's the thing. It's not like they just walked it off. Mets do have a chance. They can get a double play here, and then they can come back in the bottom of the 9th, get a guy on base, get maybe a walk-off homer. I don't know. Something crazy could happen. But what it looks like right now, if the Cubs don't come back, is the Cubs would be down a full game against the Marlins. That would be very hard to come back on. I don't know who Miami plays for the final series. Should have looked into that, but I will after this, so my next live stream I'll be up to date with that. See what the Mets do. K is just left out there stranded right now. He doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. Purrs and the Cubs let him go. Okay, 3 outs. Strikeout Ozuna. We're going to the top of the 8th. Hopefully this game is exciting as the last one. Dude, I'm hoping so. We need a rally though. We need to come back. Oh. We need to come back. We need to come back. That's an out in the Mets game. 1 out away from the Mets getting to hit. Hopefully they can go tie this one. They're taking out K. They're going to put in Reed Garrett, right-handed pitcher for the Mets. We're going to see how that works out for him. We have fruit by the foot here. I love fruit by the foot. Very good. Very yummy. Basically candy. We love fruit by the foot. Very yummy. Again, James, you could probably tell me this, but did my last short get 1,000 views yet? It was at 999 when I checked. It's probably over a K. Very exciting. It's my 3rd video ever over 1,000. And it just surged there in like what felt like 2 hours. I mean, my goodness. Other 2 were fruit by the foot again. Nice. Yeah, bro. Super. I mean, my goodness. Look. And there's 3 flavors in this one. There's 3 flavors in this one. It says $9.97. See, it said $9.99 for me, so it might not be there yet. Maybe it's stalled 1 view away, which isn't a problem. Don't go give it a view if you already have. Looks like we got blue raspberry tie-dye. But that'd be very exciting. Funny little video with me and Bradley on shorts. The shorts do good when, you know, you label them and you make them pretty quick to the point. That's how I see them get good success, honestly. I had a pretty good idea to get views. I hashtagged the Swifties, Taylor Swift, comedy community, the NFL, Travis Kelce. I kind of hit 2 major fan bases in one. So, I mean, you know, you got to think about the algorithm and all that. I think if I get to know the game here soon, we're popping off, yo. You know, it's the time to do so. Why not just give it my all and do it all? Corner, up to bat. Top of the 8th. It's a fun short to make, dude. Little funny idea. Horner, hard hit ball. That's fair. That's a fair ball. Horner does not round to go to second. Smart. Very smart by Horner. That's a single for Horner. 0 outs. Big play by the Cubs. Exit Vito. 100 miles per hour off the bat. Scorched. Could you imagine trying to catch that? Not me. I mean, a beautiful placed ball. It sadly got a really good Braves bounce to the point where he couldn't go to second. If it wasn't hit as hard, actually, he would have been able to get a double. But that does not matter. That's a ball way inside. Ooh. 3 pitches, and this guy has a ball and a guy on base. Pretty awesome. 0-2 count. Garrett can't get the strikeout. Ooh, that's a good pitch. It's a ball technically, but it was like right there to the point where, I mean, my goodness, what a pitch. Happ, 1-1. Let's count 0-3 on the day for Happ. That pitch that was called last time, he did the same one, but again, Happ has to hit at it now. So, Happ's probably adjusted his strike zone in his head. He's going to have to get a hit on a really low ball. It's going to be very hard to do. We'll see if he can do it. Meanwhile, Marlins Mets is getting rain delayed. And the Marlins guy's angry. So why are we getting rain delayed right now? And they're like, well, because it's a downpour. It's a downpour right now. No way, it's a downpour right now. No way, it's a downpour right now. This is huge for the Mets. This could help them. Marlins guy's like, we got this in the bag. Guy on first and second. Yeah, sure, we have 2 outs, but we got this in the bag. We're ready to go shut him out in the bottom of the ninth. Umpires are like, dude, we're not on the Mets side. We're literally hired by them, but we had to do this. Very funny altercation there. 2-2 count on Happ. Ooh, strikes out swinging. That was a really good ball. He placed it way high up. Happ again was thinking, okay, down low, down low, down low. So the top of Happ's strike zone was about here. Middle, the strike zone. But the guy pitched it right above. Beautiful pitch. Wow. Guys. What a game. Can Bellinger turn the tables? If he gets a homer, this whole game changes. If this becomes a 5-4 ball game, oh my goodness. I mean, could you imagine? Marlins, Mets, rain delay. We're not even paying attention to this. All eyes on the Cubs. Bellinger at the plate. Betty bombs. Terrible, terrible pitch. But it was swung on. You know what I mean? So it's like, sometimes there's terrible pitches, but as long as the batter swings, who cares? If I had to do the count, the Mets guy is showing the forecast. Oh, and then there's a good pitch, and he doesn't swing at it. So 0-2 count. Bellinger has to know the stakes here. I mean, you're in the 8th inning down by 3. You find a way to get on base. Tying run comes on. You find a way to get a hit. Tying run comes, just anything. Oh, beautiful foul back. That's a high up ball, but one that maybe the ump calls. So Bellinger swings at it. He's the second highest batting average with 2 strikes this season. Right next to Luis Arraez, who's the best pure hitter in baseball this year. Bellinger fouls that one back by just like this much of the bat. Just nicks it just a little bit. Oh, wow, Betty. Wow. Wow. Bellinger, 0-2 count. Ball way outside. Good eye from Bellinger. And the goal from the Cubs is to get Minter's pitch count a little bit up there. So maybe he accidentally gives out a hanging ball that can be hit out of the park. Bellinger is so due for one. Bellinger is so due for one. That was a ball by a good margin, but Bellinger, again, just swinging at everything because he wants to stay alive, obviously. Bellinger on that 1-2 count. Up the middle. Horner's going to round second. He's going to third. Can he get there? Yes, he can. Bellinger at first. Horner at third. 1 out. Huge play by Bellinger. That's why you brought him in free agency. That's why everybody in Chicago wants Bellinger to be paid. He does stuff like that. Beautiful. Great base running by Horner. All around, great execution. Horner, 90 feet away. Bellinger, a lot more than 90. Obviously, he's on first. Suzuki up to bat. The man who's made a few mistakes these last 2 games. The guy for this situation, in my opinion. The guy who could do it. Suzuki. Ooh, 1-0. Could he get walked? Oh, could you imagine? Could you imagine the bases loaded? I think it would be Dansby up to bat, too. If the bases were loaded with Dansby, old Braves player. That's ball 2. Amazing eye from Seiya Suzuki. And that's saying something after he had terrible eyes and couldn't see the ball the other night. But that's in the past. That's 2 nights ago. Tonight is different. Ooh. Good ball. A little bit upstairs. But good ball. You got to swing at that. At least fouled it back. But you know what? It's run strike. Calm it down. Trust yourself, Seiya. You at least got to hit this ball hard. I mean, whatever you do. And I'm not saying that because, you got to swing for the fences, but swing hard so at least Horner scores. Even on a sac fly, so then you can make it a 2-run game, and then that's doable in the 9th. Suzuki, hard hit ball. That's a single. Bellinger probably going to round second. No, he's not. He's staying at second. Suzuki, hard hit single. Cubs got him on first and second. Suzuki at first. Bellinger at second. Here come the Cubbies. Exactly what needed to happen. You needed at least 1 run. Now a good hard hit single scores Bellinger, and all of a sudden you have an amazing ball game. Wow, is this what the Cubs needed? Maybe not to be in the driver's seat, but to have that adversity, to have that chip on their shoulder. Dansby Swanson up to bat. Ball 1. Wow, great eye by Dansby Swanson. Cubs hitters really settling in. Really settling in. What a makeup by Seiya. Great job by him. Ball 2. Things are coming together. Dude, I'm telling you right now. And they could not come together at a better time. In the top of the 8th inning. Oh my. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't care no more. Double play. Double play. Inning over. Dansby gets into a double play, but what needed to happen happened. What needed to happen happened. So Dansby into a double play, but Cubs scored that one run. So now they get a guy on base and get a homer, tie game. But let's not talk about that because I feel like that's always what's talked about is, here's what my favorite team needs. You can't forget you need to get 3 outs before you have the chance to do that again. So get those 3 outs. Then go do those team needs. This game is in a weather delay. I am well aware that this game's in a weather delay, sir. I mean, my goodness, come on. Yeah, it's in a freaking weather delay, I know. I am the weather delay. Wow. I wonder how long it's going to be in a weather delay. Okay, we're back. We're back into the weather delay. Okay. Weather delay. Okay, let me get everything straight. Ready? weather delay inside of the Marlins Mets game. L weather. That's what I'm saying. But at the same time, W for the Cubs maybe. So if the Cubs can rally here and get the win, right? And then maybe the Marlins get thrown off by all this water. You wouldn't think so, of course. You know, they're the freaking Marlins of Miami. You know, they're you think they're used to water, but they're not. In Florida, you know, natural weather usually in Miami is hot, sunny, and happy. So maybe that plays into the Mets' favor. You know, the underground, the gritty, the grind of the Mets can maybe find them a way to win. Meanwhile, Cubs have to get 3 outs. Have to get 3 outs. If the Cubs get a convincing 3 outs right here, the bats always respond all year. All year when the Cubs get 3 big outs, the bats have responded for the Cubs. So 3 outs, bats respond. 3 outs, bats respond. We're gonna see it here. Strike one. Wesnowski. Another blue. That's crazy. We're actually gonna save that one. I feel like it was muffling my voice. Guys, what a game. Alright. Still weather delay, Marlins Mets. I don't know how long that'll be. Probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I'll be real with you. If this game ends, as this game comes back on, the Marlins Mets one, I will finish commentary on the Marlins Mets one because it does affect the Cubs. Ooh, strike two. Beautiful pitch, Wesneski. Alright, he called time. Rosario, 2-2 count to him. Eddie Rosario. 0 for 3, but he's reached 2 times on an error. On errors. It's obviously pretty awful. This stuff happens though. And this honestly is what separates the Cubs from being there yet. You know what I mean? Now I think they're a playoff team. I don't know why they're acting like this. But whatever. Oh, that's an incredible pitch, not called a strike. I mean, he brought it all the way from the out, right in the top right corner. Yeah, right in the top right corner, and they called it a ball. It's an iffy call, but kind of not a great call by the ump. Hap makes the catch right in front of a Cubs fan, and that Cubs fan is really happy, looking up. Oh my gosh, that's freaking Ian Happ. I would act like that too, though. I would. Everybody knows how much I love this Cubs team. I've been to 2 of their games this year. I've watched almost every game in most of its entirety. And that's a ton of games because they play 162. So I've probably at least watched 130 of them in their entirety. 120, 130 of them in their entirety. Wow. And what a year it's been. I was a senior in high school. Now I'm a freshman in college. But the Cubs team that has been there has been one of history. Scored most runs in a 2-game span than any Cubs team ever had. And more than an MLB team had since like 1916 or something. Insane. The total was like 36 runs in 2 games, which is insane. To have back-to-back performances like that is just, it's nuts. 1-2 count to Travis d'Arnaud. 1 out right now. This would be the 2nd out. This is how you got to be doing it if you're the Cubbies, though. Again, after this, there's only 3 games for the Cubs. After the Mets-Marlins game, there's only 3 games for those teams. Obviously, the Marlins is the one we care about, with them being so close right behind the Cubs. Technically right behind because the tie break. But if the season ended, it would be a 1-game playoff. Excuse me. Last time Cubs played the Marlins in playoff, it did not go well. COVID season. I remember that. they lost in a best of 3 series. They lost in game 2. They didn't even win a game. And that was actually the final year of everybody together. So aside from Schwarber, I think Schwarber was already over with the Nationals, and then he's with the Red Sox, and then obviously he's been with the Phillies last 2 years. Darno swings and misses. That's out number 2. Strikeout number 2. Sorry, not strikeout number 2. Obviously, there was an out earlier. The Hap out that I mentioned. I don't know why I'm acting like that was a strikeout. It wasn't. Alright. Cubbies need one more out, and then they need 2 runs. They need 2 runs, but they don't just need 2 runs. Obviously, they could take 3, take a lead. Uh-oh. That ball's back. Ooh, okay. Tauchman got it, though. It was back at the track. That would have been gone in Wrigley, because Wrigley is not as deep as some of these fields, but it's not gone here. That's what matters. Cubs are holding on to a 2-run deficit that they are going to try to erase right after this. I was going to hold that like that was something. Okay. So, Cubs need a lot of things to go right here. A lot of things to go right. I know I'm wearing a Pacer shirt. Guys, Pacer season's around the corner. And with that being said, Pacers live streams will probably come like fourth quarters. You know what I mean? Commentating fourth quarters, stuff like that. I'd love to do that. Colts ones, probably not. I love to just enjoy the game when it comes to the Colts, but Pacers and Cubs, I feel like it'll help my announcing. You know, just getting practice here. Anyways, we got a ton of Takis, blue Takis, my favorite snack food. The event is still in a weather delay, Mets Marlins. So I don't know how long Mets Marlins will be in a weather delay. But right now it feels like the rest of the time. Guys, could this be it for the Cubbies? Sometimes I wonder. Could this be the end of one of my favorite Cubs teams? Obviously not my favorite. Nothing really beats 2016, duh. Or, you know, Schwarber. I love Schwarber, especially in that World Series, my goodness. But there was just something special about Guys, we're still here. What happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We are here. 0 outs. Top of the 9th. My manager called. I forgot to clock out at work. So I was getting paid a bunch of bucks. But obviously that's not going to be completely true. Candelario, down the line. Is that fair? They're calling it foul. They're calling it foul. Candelario, that was down the line. They called that ball foul. If you're still here with me, what's up? Sorry about that. Manager called. Audio seems to cut out sometimes. I don't know. That's weird. See, I don't love the YouTube live system after they updated it and everything. You know what I mean? But like, it's okay. It is what it is. It's the best it can be, I guess. Candelario up to bat. 1 and 2 count. Strikeout. Looking. Nightmare. Where do I go? I want at least a chance. That's what I ask for every time. I've said this before. It works at least right. You remember the years of it not working where I didn't have live. I'm so glad to be back on live. Really actually feeling blessed. Yan Gomes up to bat. The guy that I have said before is the epitome of the Cubs. Great sometimes, not great others. But we just need the guy to get on base. I don't care if he gets walked. I don't care if he gets hit by a pitch. I don't care what happens. We need the guy on base. And we need Mastrobuoni to come up and hit a homer. Or somebody to come up. We just need a rally. We need a rally to get going here. It's not over, Cubs. Only down 2. Gomes swings at a terrible pitch. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness golly me. That's not good, guys. We're in the top of the 9th. Cubs' final chance to tie the game or grab a lead. Gomes hits it softly, fair. He is as slow as my grandpa. My grandpa, by the way, has had 2 hip surgeries. He made a joke that Gomes is as slow as him. It's obviously not completely true, but Gomes is not fast. He's not going to beat out a ball at first to get you, that runner. But a guy who can is Miles Mastrobuoni. If he gets low dribbler, maybe he can find his way to first base. Maybe he can find a way to get walked and get to first base. We'll find out here. Ooh, up top. That's a great pitch. I mean, the pitching of the Braves is so good. You can just tell why they have 101 wins. Again, this weather delay doesn't look like it's going away, so it might not be able to commentate the end of that game. Just know if you are somehow interested, that game is humongous to impact this game. Because if the Cubs lose this game, but the Mets somehow come back after the rain delay and win, then it doesn't really matter. Cubs lost, still tied. Mastrobuoni hit down the line. Is he not? He's not going to run fast enough. That is 3 outs. The Cubs have just been swept by the Braves. And at the moment, with the Marlins leading, if it stood like this, and the Marlins stood leading, the Cubs would be down a full game of the wild card, meaning realistically they kind of got to sweep the Brewers, because whoever the Marlins play, I mean, Marlins are a good team, so Cubs got the work cut out for them. They need a lot of good to happen. Braves didn't even need all these wins, but they just keep getting them because they're that good of a team. Holy moly. That's all I got, guys. See you tomorrow for more Cubs coverage, probably. Later.